Hello viewer! In the world of Wild Terra it is time to castles. The thing is that in the dispute territories now there are guild stones, around which you can build castles, but about everything in order. First about the guild stones. They can be captured by any player, but with one condition: you must necessarily be in any guild. As soon as the capture is carried out, you can safely take up the construction of the castle. Of course, like any serious construction, the castle will require a sufficient amount of resources, spices and gold bars in your inventory. Build a castle is possible through the stone menu. Here you can choose one of 3 castles available for construction: a wooden fort, a stone castle, or a brick castle. The bottom button is useful to you if suddenly someone makes a mess in your castle. With its help, you can always restore everything the way it was. Having a castle, you will be able to collect tribute from every iron deposit that is inside the dispute territory. Tribute will be placed in a castle warehouse. In this case, tribute can be withdrawn from the warehouse within 5 hours after the end of the siege or auction. As you may have guessed, there are not enough stones for all, and therefore you will have to fight for the castle. The process of the capture will depend directly on which server you are playing, PvP or PvE. Let's start with PvE. Since there are peaceful people by their nature, they solve such questions accordingly. The capture turned into an auction. Bidding occurs on Sundays for 3 hours. At this time, it is impossible to build, repair castles, and collect tribute. Well, then everything is simple. During the bidding, you can put any number of spices on any castle, and bids of your guild members are assumed. And so, within 3 hours, you need to collect the largest amount, since the castle belongs to the guild, whose total bet will be the largest. Those whose bid does not win can always return it in the form of random spices, or leave it until next auction. However, in case of a return, you will need to pay a commission of 10%. With PvP servers, everything is much simpler. In the castles, which are not yet fenced with walls, you can enter at any time. But if the walls are already erected, then you can fight only at the hour of siege. The main thing we discussed. Now let's take a closer look at the details. Let's start with the fact that during the construction of the castle, there is an automatic cleaning of the territory, and automatic powering is added to the stone castle. Also, a third type of castle was added to the game: brick. The amount of tribute collected depends on the type of a castle. By the way, the castle that does not have walls only collects tribute, but there is no possibility to take it away. It is worth nothing that the territory of the castle will not appear resources or animals, and all who do not have access to the castle's territory will be moved beyond it at logout. These are all major changes. As always, in more detail, click the link below the video. Thank you for watching and see you again!